Pretty looking plane. All right, welcome to Faux Flights. We're going to be starting a new series today, going from Bangor, Maine down to Key West through a series of VFR flights. And this is really going to put my VFR navigation skills to the test or help me learn more about VFR navigation. We'll be using SayIntentions. I've got my Kneeboard set up, but different today is we're going to plan out a Navlog. And I've been wanting to do something like this. So I have SkyVector open here. I have a E6B simulator here that we can use. I've got the Aviation Weather weather.gov open so we can find our winds information. I have our Skyhawk 172 compass card here, and I've got Navigraph open for some weather information that we'll pull from there. So we're going to go ahead and fill this out. First, we'll just talk over the flight, and I'm going to have bookmarks in the description. So if you want to skip over all this, you can go right to the flight. And I'll probably edit this a little bit so that you're not sitting through all of the calculations, but it shouldn't take me too long. So I've already done some of the work here. So we're going to be going out from Bangor and departing. We're going to hit the VOR. We'll exit the pattern to the southwest, and we'll head out to Bangor. We have one waypoint in here, to Augusta. So our one waypoint here is I've got a little factory rail line thing here. So we'll look for, we've got Reynolds Pond here, and we'll just kind of look for these structures in here. And in fact, let me add pond to here, pond, and we'll just keep an eye out for those things. And we're going to be on the VOR anyway, going into Augusta. We'll then make a turn and head south. And head past Dresden Falls, Dresden Mills. So, and there's a little pond here. So I labeled it Dresden Pond, or Dredden Pond. I said Dresden Pond. So as we pass that pond there, that should be our little structure on the right. That tells us we're kind of on the right track, heading down to Boothbay Harbor. So when we get to Boothbay Harbor, that's going to be a little population area down there. I used to go vacationing down here when I grew up. We went to Popham Beach, which is down here. We go up to Bath and go over to Boothbay Harbor, and we'd camp there a couple weeks every year when I was growing up in New Hampshire. So we'll go past Boothbay Harbor and we'll head over to Portland. We're going to head on this 276 over to Yarmouth Racetrack. So we've got the beginning of Portland's suburbs here and Yarmouth Racetrack, and then we'll head into Portland and get our clearance for landing. So kind of a nice little, probably 100 nautical miles or so. Should take us about an hour to fly in the 176. So I've gone ahead and filled out our altitude. So because we're headed west, we're going to be on even numbers. And we've got 500 feet because we are in VFR territory. And we'll depart the pattern out. We'll climb to about 1,000 feet as we depart out. So you can see these are the altitudes between the legs. Because we're going to be in this cruise climb here, I've got this section here, I've got us labeled at 2,500 feet because that's the general average altitude we'll be at. And that's going to be useful for calculating our winds later. So I've gone ahead and got the Bangor VOR right here. So it's 114.8. You can see it right here, 114.8. And we're going to be heading out on the 330. I'm sorry. We're going to be heading up on the runway heading to 332. I'm actually not sure which one will be departing. But then we're on the 249 away from it, going away. And then, is that right? Yep. It's on the 249. I'm trying to remember if that's actually, I think actually we would be on the, we're not going to be on the 3, oh no we are, we would be on the 332. In any case, that first leg doesn't really matter. So we're going to come down here, 249 to Augusta, and then on the way into Augusta, we're going to be on the 69 with the Augusta VOR. So we're going to switch VORs here to the Augusta VOR, and then we'll head down on the 181 heading to our course, I should say, to Boothbay Harbor. That's where we don't have a I guess we do have a radial that we're flying. We're flying that 181, but then we're going to fly across to Yarmouth. And what we'll do is we'll tune into the Augusta. And when we get to about 224, actually, I don't know, I guess I don't have it on there. What we're going to be doing is we're going to tune into it. And when we cross the 224, that's when we'll know. And as well, we've also got Yarmouth Racetrack in here. We'll then know that we're generally on the radial from Augusta, from that VOR. So that'll tell us when to make our turn into Portland here. But we'll also be hitting the land right in this area. So that's not really important. I just used it as backup information. So the next step that we're going to get here is, and I've recorded those headings here, is we're now going to look up our wind. So we're going to go over here to Aviation Weather .gov, and we're going to go to the wind temps data. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go get our northeast data, and we're going to load it. We're going to list the VORs here, or features, with the number of feet and then the altitudes. So we're going to go ahead and ignore the first one here, and we'll go ahead right to we'll look for Bangor. So here's Bangor's VOR, and that's at a 250 heading with 13 knot winds. So we can go ahead and enter that in here. It's going to be 250 for 13 knot winds, and that's just under 3,000. So actually, if we go, let's go ahead and check what our current weather is in Bangor here. So so we've got 150 at 3 knots. So right here we're 150 at 3 knots, and then we're at 250 at 13 knots. But that's at 3,000. It's only a 500 difference. So I'm going to go ahead and probably I'll shave off 20 there, and just we'll just go ahead and put 10 knots there, 10 knot winds, and we'll factor that in based on its 500 feet below. So let's go ahead. Actually, what will give us a good indication is we don't have Augusta, so we don't have the Augusta one, but we do have PWM, which is Portland. So, and that's at 3,000 feet. So if we go down here for our Portland track here, that's a 240 heading at 28 knot winds. So, and again, that is, wow, it's quite a bit different from the 10 knot wind. Oh wait, 12 knots in Bangor, or 13 knot winds at Bangor. So, wow, it's quite windy down at Portland. We do know what 6,000 is, and halfway between these two numbers is what our 4,500 leg is going to be. So why don't we look first at, we'll use the Bangor one. So when we get a little higher, it's 2620. So it gets quite a bit windier up above, and we want halfway between these numbers. So we're looking at a 255 course. 255 course, and looking at the winds, we're at 20 knot winds and 13, so that's going to be 7. We'll say add 4, so it's going to be about 17 knot winds on a 255. And then let's check and we're basically just filling in the gaps here between these two. So if we split the difference here, it's going to be 245 heading with it's less windy above. That's interesting. So 2.5, let's say it's 25 knot winds. So 25 knots, and what did we say? We said 245. 245. So between these two, we could probably average it out. So let's say 250 here over the Augusta VOR, and then let's say between 25 and 17, so we'll say like 21 knot winds. So it's getting windier as we get to to Portland, and then let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and check our Portland weather, and we are at 210 at 5, so we'll put 210 at 5 knot winds. So okay, great. That's quite a difference in the wind direction there. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. We're going to go with our true airspeed. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab the POH. So I'll have links for all of this stuff in the description. So we got our distance, our climb speed here. So we're going to put that in for our first one here, and that's our true climb, or that's not our true climb speed, or that's our indicated climb speed. It's not our true airspeed. So we're going to say 73 here. But if we, so that's indicated airspeed. You can see KIAS. But now for our cruise performance, this is true airspeed, KTAS. So we're going to say we're going to be running at 2400 RPM at 2500 feet, but we're in a climb still. So let's see, we're still in a climb. So 73 is our climb speed, and then let's figure out our cruise here. So 4500 at 2400 RPM. And we are at standard temperature. Let me see what the temperature, if we look at the temperature we could just use Portland. So it's 11 degrees Celsius, 15 degrees Celsius is standard, and we're not 20 below that. So we're in standard temperature area. 2400, we are at 109 for our 109. We'll say 109 for, even though we're 500 feet more. So 109 for our cruise. We can go ahead and use that for these two. And then if we're figuring out, actually, let's see, what is the difference between 2400, 109, 2400, 108? Yeah, so we don't really need to factor in. It's one knot difference between 6,000 and 4,000. So we're good with 109 there. So our so if we're saying that we're in a cruise climb, we're coming in at 73. Let's go ahead and split the difference between these two. So we'll say we're going to be at, that's a 66, so 18, 70, 83. So let's say 91 is going to be our speed generally for that leg. And then we can do the same one. Oh wait, actually this would be 109 and this would be 109. 109 coming in. At that point we're all good. Okay, great. So we've got our true airspeed in here. So let's go ahead now and do our true course and wind. Oh wait, actually let's get our, we need to convert this to true airspeed instead of indicated airspeed. So remember I said that up here we are at our indicated airspeed, KIAS. So we need to go ahead and convert that. Let me get a calculator out here. So what we're going to do, so we got a calculator here, and let's go ahead and grab our departure. So let's go back to flights, info out of Bangor, open airport, and let's see what our altimeter reading is. So 30.02. So what we do is we take we take standard pressure 92, we subtract 30.02, and then we multiply that times 1,000, and that's now our pressure altitude. So now we come over here to the E6B, and we come into this area here. So we're going to set, here's your air temperature. So we said the air temperature was, air temperature is 7 degrees Celsius in Bangor. So let's see, air temperature is here on the upper wheel, and the lower is going to be our -100. So we've got these are increments of 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 5. So we're going to be on this line right here, the 100, the first hash mark, and then our top one is going to be our temperature, and our temperature is 7 degrees. So we're going to go right about there, and then if we look here, it says for airspeed correction, pressure altitude opposite. So that's what we just did. So opposite calibrated airspeed on inner scale. So the calibrated airspeed is 73, is going to read the true airspeed on the outer wheel. So if we look over here, we got 71, 72, 73. It's going to be 71 knots is going to be our true airspeed. Okay, great. And then we're all done with that. So now we're going to go ahead and do the true course and the wind correction angle. So for our true course, what we have to do is we have, let's go to Augusta. It's got a bit more of a clean VOR. Yeah, so we can see this compass rose right here. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to align our, actually, let me see if I can straighten this up. There we go. So if we're looking at these lines right here, our longitude, latitude lines, we want to figure out what our course is relative to those. That's going to give us our true, or it's going to give us our correction for our true course. So if that's what we need to figure out is, so wait, hold on, wait, let me think for a second. Yeah, sorry. So what I was going to say is I like to use, well, because we've done all this work on getting the OBS headings here, which give us generally our course according to these VORs, what you can do is you can take, what we want to do is we want to figure out our course relative to true north. So right here is true north at 0 degree, 90 degree, 180, and 270. And we want to figure out our course relative to that compass, right? So what I do is if we're between, let's say, here's 30, 80, or sorry, 30, 20, and then 17 degrees about is what we are for our 17 degrees. True north essentially equates 17 degrees on this compass rose. And given that we have figured out this heading, and ignore that's giving you true course instead of magnetic course on Navigraph. So if we take our 249 and we basically subtract 17, so 17 being the difference between this line and here. So if we subtract 17 from our number, basically what it means is that this is going to be, instead of the 249, it's going to be minus 17, so it's going to be 232 for our heading. So that's going to be our true course when we take into account the difference between this line and that compass rose. So we're going to be on 232 course basically on these two parts of the leg based on our true course. Here on this first leg, as it's on the 332, if we subtract 17 from it, that's going to give us, let's see, so 315 is going to be our initial true heading on that leg. And then on the Augusta to Dresden Pond leg, so you can see we've got 181 is what it's calculated as at. If we subtract 17 from that, that's going to give us 171, 164, 164 for this leg. And then from Boothbay, we're here at 276, subtract 17 is going to be 249, oh no, sorry, 259. For our course, and then here minus 17 is going to be 212. There you go. Okay, great. So now we're going to get our wind correction speed angle. So we're going to go ahead and go to the wind side here, and we've got our little formula up here. So the first thing you need to do is you need to center this on the 100 mark. Let's come here. We're on the 100 mark there. So set to wind direction under true index. So let's do our second one first. It's always easiest for me to not do the departure leg. So let's say the wind direction is 230. So we're going to set this index to be 230. So true index is on 230. Mark the wind velocity up from the center point. So our wind velocity for that leg is 10 knots. So we're going to calculate up 10 knots here. We're going to click a little mark here. So it's at 110 right there. So we're going to set the true course under true index. So our true course is 232. So go ahead and rotate this to 232. And what that's doing is that's moving our little mark around. And then slide the wind velocity mark to the true airspeed. So the true airspeed is 91. So we're going to take this and we're going to pull this until it's at 91. So here's 100, here's 90, 91 is going to be right about there. So we'll bring that down right about there. Okay, and now what we should have is ground speed reads under center. So under center we have our ground speed. That's going to be, looks like 97 knots. Oh no, not 97, it's 93. Okay, and then our oh sorry, that's our ground speed. So we put that over here. So and then our wind correction angle, we're going to count off from the center here. So 2, 4, 6, 6.5, 7. So we'll say 6 degrees for minus 6 for the wind correction angle. So let's go ahead and do our next one. So let's go ahead and recenter this back on 100. The trick here is for me not to forget the color that it's going to give me. So wind direction, the wind direction for that leg is 255. Say 255 under true index. Mark the wind velocity up from the center point. That's 17 knot winds. So 17 is going to be right there. So it's giving me a blue mark. A blue mark. True course under true index. So true course is 232. So we're going to go to 232. There's 232. And then set the wind velocity mark to the true airspeed. True airspeed is 109. So we're going to pull this up until that blue mark is on 109. I'm going to pull it down rather. So now that gives us now our true airspeed, which will read under, let's see, is that right? 109. 17 knots, yep. I mean, we're flying into the wind there. So our ground speed, sorry, that's not our true airspeed, that's our ground speed, I should say. So we're going to be going 93 knots on the ground. We're flying into the wind here, so that makes sense. Or 94, I should say. Let's say 94. Because we're going a little faster, but the wind also got proportionally stronger. And then we can count off our deviation here. So 2, 4. So it's about 4, 3 to 4. So we'll say a +4 wind correction there. Okay, great. So we're going to bring this back to center again. Let's do the next one. So, yep. So let's go ahead and we're going, we want wind direction set to the, so wind direction's 250, go to 250. We then mark wind velocity up from the center point, so 250, 21. So 21, it's gonna be right. Oh. Oh, that. go for 21 right here. I guess I can zoom in. All right, well, it's good enough. 21, set the true course under the index. So true course is going to be 164. Oh, it doesn't matter. 164. And then set the wind velocity mark to the true airspeed. So true airspeed is 109. I'm going to pull this up until that's at 109. So now our ground speed reads under here. We're at 105 now. It's because we've turned south to Dresden Pond. So 105 now, and then we can count off our thing. So here's 10, 12. It looks like we're going to have a correction of 12 knots, or 12 degrees, I should say. Wind correction angle. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and reset now. So I'm going to come back to 100. I'm going to go set our wind correction, our wind direction to 250. Is that right? Wind direction 250, wind velocity up from that. So 250 to 21. Oh wait, sorry. No, I'm not doing 245, I should say. So 245 and 25. So there's 25 right there. That's the green mark. The true course under true index, or true course, is 164. Okay, 164. We got our green mark. And then set the wind velocity up from, set wind velocity mark to true airspeed. So our true airspeed is 109. We're going to go ahead and pull that green mark up till it's 109. And then we're going 102 for our ground speed. 102. And our wind correction angle now is the green right here. We got 10, 12, about 14 degrees. All right, great. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves calibrated again. So we're going to 0. We're going to go ahead and put in our wind course 240. We're going to mark our 28 knots. We're now going to set our true course of 259. And we're going to pull to 109. So we're going to go up to 109. Oh wait, the red we bring down to 109. And now we are going, I feel bad about this. Let's start over again, and I'll just make sure I'm looking at everything. All right, so I was probably doing the right thing, but set wind direction to true index. So wind direction is 240. Set the 28. Okay, that's good. We got the 28 there. We're at 100, 28. That's good. We now set true course under the index. So true course is 259. I think that's still going to be right. 259, and then we set for the true airspeed. So yep, that's sure enough. Just really, really strong. That comes down to 109. So now we're going 83 knots into the wind. It's because that 28 knot wind is what it is. And then we're looking at a wind correction angle of 245. So we are at -5. Okay, and then let's go ahead to all right, let's go ahead to, I guess we can do these first two. So let's do our true index set to the wind angle is going to be 150 at 3 knots. We need to move this up to here. So 3 knots, and then we're going to go, we're going to set for the the true course of 315. This one's really not important. And then we're going to pull to true airspeed to 71. We're going to be going 78 knots on that. Oh wait, geez, 78. And we're going to be looking at a wind correction of no wind correction. So that looks like that's going to be 0. Okay, that makes sense because these are kind of opposite. We'll probably be departing this way and then, oh no, we're heading into it. Yeah, that's right. Any case, let's go ahead and do our last one here. So let's get this back to the center. We're looking at a, just making sure I'm still recording here. We are looking at wind directions 210. 210. The velocity is 5 knots. Put 5 knots on there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and set for our true course, which is 212. So we're 12, and then we're going to move it till we're at 109. 109, we're going to be 104. And we have like a -1. Okay, great. So next we're going to do is we're going to get our true heading. Oh, give me 1 sec. I think I'm just looking off of the Isogonic or whatever these things are called. I can't remember. So we've got 16 west. So we're going to be adding 16. But let me just double check that. All right, yeah, so what we do here is we're just totaling up these guys. So this is going to be 315 for our true headings. So -6, this is going to be 224. Is that right? 226. -4, 228. This is going to be 176. This is going to be 168 or 178 for our true headings. This is going to be 254, and then this is going to be 211. Okay, great. And then this is the magnetic heading, is the deviations for the Isogonic. So those are these lines right here. So there's one here, there's one here, and this is the magnetic lines here. So this is going to be, our correction is going to be +16 given where we are. So we got +16, and over here we've got +15. So we'll just go ahead and do them here. We'll do like, we'll do +15, 15, 15, and then we'll do 16, 16, 16, 16, and I guess that's kind of right in the middle, so we'll just do 16 there as well. So, okay, so for the last column here, actually what we need to do is we need to add 16 to these. So this is going to be, so this would be 16. Put these in the wrong number here. This is the Isogonic lines. So 15, 15, 15, and then this is going to be that total. So this is 331. This is going to be 230, 242. This is going to be 238, 242, 44. This is going to be 288. No, 298. No, 292. 15. You guys get to see me how great I am with math on the fly here. 183. no, 193. And then 269. And then 226. So let me just double check those. That looks good. That looks good. 16. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. 513. Yep. And then 49. Yep. And 6. So then, lastly, we need to figure out our deviation here. So we bring over our compass card. This is for the metal on the airframe and what the disturbance is there. So we're looking for 331. So for 330 is right on 330, so we're good there. We've got 0 here, 242, 243. So it's a plus 242 is 3. Yeah, so we'll do plus 3. And then 244 is going to be plus 3 again. And then 192, it's going to be between the 150, or no, sorry, 180 is right here. So 192, we'll say 193, so we'll say plus 1. And then 193 is plus 1 again. 269, so if it's 269, we need to add 1. And then 226, it's going to be in between these two. So this is 3 greater, this is 4 greater. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. So I think that's 214 is what that's supposed to be. So that's 4 greater and 3 greater. We're about halfway between those two. So we'll just say 3 greater. So we'll say 3 right there. And so now we should be able to, yeah, and we should now be able to figure out our compass heading. So we've got 331, 245, 247. This is our compass heading, 193. I'll be flying VORs most of this anyway, but I wanted to go through this exercise. 194. 270, then 229. All right, great. And then let's go ahead and get our leg distances. Fortunately, we can just go ahead and grab those from SkyVector. So, because we don't have a ruler here, we're 23 nautical miles for, oh wait, sorry, that's our first one is 3 nautical miles. 3 nautical miles. 23 nautical miles, 27 nautical miles, and then 14 and 15. So we have 14, 15, 24, and 11. And 11. There we go. So then, okay, now we're going to go ahead and calculate our time. So we're going to be traveling. I like to do this on a calculator rather than the E6B. That's not too hard of a equation. So we're going to take the number of miles traveled. We're going to divide it by the speed, so 78. And then we're going to multiply that times 60. And that will give us 2.3 minutes. So this one, we'll just put it here, 2.3 minutes. And then we're going to do the same thing here. So we've got 23 divided by 93 equals, and then we're going to go multiply that times 60. Next leg is going to take us 14.8 minutes. Or we could say, why don't we just do a cool 15 minutes. And then we'll go here, we're going to say 27 divided by 94. Times 60 is 17 minutes. Let's put that here. I kind of screwed up my columns there, so I'm avoiding that fiasco. That'll be 17 minutes. I'm going to take 14 and divide by 105 times 60 It's going to be 8 minutes for this leg. What happened there? 8. Okay, we're going to do 15 divided by 102. 14 times 60. It's going to be 9 minutes. We'll say 9 minutes for this leg. And then we're going to say 24 divided by 83 times 60. It's going to give us 17 minutes. Keep doing that. 17 minutes. And then we're going to do 11 divided by 104 times 60. And that's going to give us 6.25 minutes. Well, since we'll just do 6 minutes there. So if we total these up, so actually let's total up our total here. So we can do equals 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 7 plus 14 plus 15 plus 24. Gotta watch what I'm typing here. 11 plus so 117 nautical miles, and then equals 2.3 plus 15 plus 17 plus 8 plus, I'll make this nicer so that it'll actually total it down below, plus 6 equals wait, what? How'd you get 12? Hold on a second. So we'll just say 2 at the top here. So we'll say 2. Let's make it whole numbers. Okay, equals 2 plus 15 plus 17 plus 8 plus 9 plus, I must have hit a multiplication or something, 17 plus 6. 74 minutes. I don't know why that's coming out to time. Let's format that number. 74. So it'll take us 74 minutes. Okay, that feels good. Okay, great. You know what? I think that's good for today. We'll go ahead and go with this. I'm going to go ahead and print this off, and I will include this on my Kneeboard, and we'll go ahead and hop in the sim. I'm not going to do any fuel calculations or anything like that, and mainly we're going to be using the OBS anyway, and VORs to navigate. But this will be fun to see how this works out. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, welcome to Faux Flights. We are here in Bangor, Maine. We're headed over to Portland, Maine, and this is going to be part of a new VFR series I'm doing from Bangor, Maine down to Key West. We're going to be flying in the WB-Sim 172. As you can see, I got my battery connected because I left it drained. It has not been nice to me, but I hadn't used it for a while, so it was I had to get it kind of going again. We're going to charge the battery here while we get going here. And you would have seen either a Navlog portion at the beginning or at the end that I recorded, which is new. Just working on better understanding the relationship of everything and just getting a deeper understanding of aviation. So that'll be bookmarked in the description. It'll either start this video or will be at the end of the video. In any case, this is that Navlog right here that we went ahead and filled out. As well, I've got my whiteboard pages here. And just to talk through what we're going to be doing, so we're departing out of Bangor, Maine. We're headed to the Bangor VOR. We're going to go, our first waypoint is right here by Reynolds Center Corner. We have there's a factory and a rail line here in Unity with a pond on the left there, right there, or a lake. We come by China Lake, we come by Augusta, then we're going to head south along that VOR. We passed what I call Dresden Pond in my Navlog, so there's Dresden Pond. We pass that, it's going to be on our left side, and then we come down to Boothbay Harbor, where we make a turn, and we head over to Yarmouth, to the racetrack there, Yarmouth racetrack. We'll see how visible that is. and then we come into Portland for our arrival. So let's go ahead and fill things out while our, actually we can go ahead and get the wheel chocks and the other things off. Let me just double check, make sure that my battery's still connected. We'll continue to let that charge. And let's go ahead and get some information here. So let's go back to our main page here. We're going to we're leaving from Kilo Bravo Romeo Golf. Let's go ahead and get some information here for our comms. So ATIS is 12775. Our clearance delivery is 135.9. Our ground controller is 121.9. And our 120.7 for our tower. All right, great. And then let's go to Portland. We'll get a bit more information here. So let's get our ATIS is 11905. Our clearance delivery, actually we'll get the approach control. So 119.75. Should really switch that to approach my chart. And then ground control 121.9. And then tower 120.9. All right, great. And let's get some weather here. Looking at the METAR. So 2251 Zulu. What am I putting the Z for? Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike. Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike. Winds are 210 at 5 knots. Visibility is 10 statute miles. It said that we're clear. Clear. Altimeter's 3002. And then our dew point is, our temperature's, oh, I see. Temperature is 9, dew point's -2. Temperature is 9, -2. And then let's just get some more info here. General, we're at, I think we're pretty close, yeah, 75 feet for the airport altitude. That's good for now. And then let's go, actually let's get, looks like the active's going to be 29, it looks like. Expect runway 29, I think. So, and then do we have, that's him. Okay, we're Bravo. We're with Bravo for that. And then let's go back. Okay. And then do we have everything we need for Bangor? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get our information from ATIS. So let's first get our engine start approved. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on here. We'll make a quick call. ATIS 12775. I think that gets rid of our battery. It does not. Yep, we are now off of that charger. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we get this all going quickly here. We want ground 121.9. Oh, I'm already on it. Bangor ground, Skyhawk, November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, request engine start.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, engine start approved. Advise when ready to taxi.
We'll advise when ready to taxi. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's hit our that off. I think he was saying something to me, but we turned it off. All right, let's go ahead and let's check our fuel pump. Oh, hold on. I gotta hit the fuel wall there. Give ourselves some. And then we're looking for fuel flow right here. We got good fuel flow. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and hit our beacon light, and we're going to give a clear prop. I'm going to hit the Control E. There we go. All right. Okay, great. Let me turn down my... I just didn't want to run out of battery again. Let's get our avionics on. Now we got engine start here. We'll call ATIS, get our information here. So let's get our avionics here on. Let's check the airport here at Bangor so we know where we're going. So we can go to our airport page here. Okay, we're parked. We're parked over in this area. We've got runway 33 and runway 15. All right, when we get our taxi instruction, we'll have that ready to go. And then let's get our ATIS here. So 12775.
Activity in vicinity of airport. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures. Contact clearance delivery on 135.9 Advise on initial contact. You have information. Sierra Bangor International Airport, information. Sierra 2253 Zulu. Wind 1905 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered at 13,000 feet. Scattered at 17,000 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point 4. Altimeter 29er. Arriving and departing runway 15. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Visual approaches in use.
Okay.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures. Contact clearance delivery on 135.9 Advise on initial contact. You have information. Sierra.
Okay, right.
Bangor International Airport.
Alright, we're going to call, I'm going to tell ground that we want a taxi to the active. So we're going to it's going to be 15. So we're going to be targeting to the south. Bangor ground, November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Request, what's the pattern direction?
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, runway 15, left traffic. Advise when ready to taxi.
Bangor ground, Skyhawk November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. What's the pattern altitude?
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, pattern altitude is 1,000 feet AGL.
Okay. Alright, we're ready to taxi the active. Let's get some comms dialed in here. So, or not comms, but so we want 114.8. So let's go ahead and switch this. 114.8, and we'll get the other one plugged in as well. So 114.9 is our other. So the Augusta's 114.9, and then our heading to, it's going to be 249, 249. And then our for our radial, and then our first one into Augusta is going to be the 69N. 69N. All right, there we go. And then let's see here. Let's get this guy on, and then just trying to remember everything here. Okay, I've got my my squawk, so we're going to be squawking 1200. Oh. That's going to be our VFR, and then we can put this on altitude reporting, and then our altimeter. What did we say our altimeter reading was? So 29er. We're going to be going out on the 1.5. Do I need to? Oh wait, this is my. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, we're running a little bit I'm going to go ahead and try to burn off some of the the mixture back, and we're going to run it hot. See if we can burn off the, it sounds a little rough. Just kind of try to burn the carbon off of the plugs. Here, run a little better. think that's going to be better. All right, let's go ahead and let's get our taxi. Bangor ground, Skyhawk, November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, request taxi to the active.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, taxi to runway 15 via Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 120.7 when ready for departure.
15 via Bravo Alpha, tower 120.7, Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Okay. Alright, so we are going Bravo to Alpha all the way down. And we'll hold short runway 15. Alright, great. Now we'll contact tower, but they said to contact, oh wait, what do we need? What do we need here? There we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, wrong throttle. Too used to the DA. That's my throttle for the DA. So it looks like we share this airport. It's a public slash military, it looks like. Alright, and this is going to be... That is not Alpha. This is Alpha up here.
Warrior 4819er, W Bangor ground taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha. Have a good day.
I guess we should have flipped
Taxi
on.
to general aviation parking via Alpha, Warrior 4819er whiskey. Good day.
Throw on our strobe too. Actually, let's wait on the strobe. We'll throw on the navs. Oh, we got pitot heat there. Yep, can't forget that. All right. It's the disadvantage of spending so much time in the DA-42 is I've forgotten all the other planes I fly. Not that I knew them terribly well the first time, so. We'll fly the pattern out, and then we'll make our way to the VOR. I think we're going to want to get the 330 radial first, actually. Oh, we want nav mode here. How do I flip the other one to we're going to want 330 to start. Because we're gonna fly the pattern out, and then we'll when we get to the base leg They said it was a left pattern. All right, good. That's good. There's 29er, 9er, 9er. What do I have here? Let's go ahead and turn into the wind over here. I'll do some run-ups. Come on. All right, it's gonna have to be good enough. Let's get our parking brake pulled. Let's go ahead and run it for a minute. Parking brake's not terribly effective. We'll get to 1800
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Contact tower on 120.7. Have a good afternoon.
Tower on 120.7. Twin Star. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright, let's get to 1700 RPM. We're just going to check for our mag drop here. So get up to 1800. Okay, there we go. It's the first one. Not too bad. Just good enough. Let's go to the second one. Alright, we're good to go. Whoa. Alright. What do we want? We want a tower on 120.7. Bangor Tower, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, holding short runway 15, VFR departure with flight following to Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike at 4,500 feet.
November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo Bangor Tower on departure maintain VFR at or below 4,500 feet. Departure on 118.925 squawk 3124.
Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo cleared VFR at or above 4,500 feet. Departure on 118.925, squawking 3124.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9er, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. I don't know why I'm contacting ground. Then 118.
Honker 511 Hotel Alpha. Proceed to holding point Bravo 2 via taxiway Charlie. Proceeding to holding point Bravo 2 via Charlie Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha.
Bangor ground, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, holding short runway 15 for departure.
Skyhawk, November Sierra Lima. Bravo Alpha Echo. Bangor ground. Contact tower on 120.7. When ready for departure.
Tower 120.7, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. What did they say? 120.7. Feel yo-yoed around a little bit here. Bangor Tower, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, ready for departure, runway 15 to remain in pattern.
Skyhawk, November Sierra Lima. Bravo Alpha Echo. Bangor Tower, runway 15. Winds 195 at 3. Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright. Let's get our strobe on. Landing lights can go on, taxi can go off, and fuel pump can go on. Guess I wasn't quite holding true at 1.15. Airspeed's alive. And we're up. Flaps up. Trim to up to 1200, which will be pattern plus the 200.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, contact departure on 118.9 or 25.
Departure on 118.9 or 25, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Bangor departure, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, climbing 1500 for 2000.
Skyhawk, November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, Bangor approach, radar contact. Embraer 34 Tango, climb and maintain flight level 260. Roger, climb and maintain flight level 260, Embraer 34 Tango. 128.05 for Embraer 34 Tango.
go ahead and get over.
Twin Star 4 Juliet Whiskey flight following is on request. Squawk 1767, then ident. Twin Star 4 Juliet Whiskey radar contact, 7 miles southeast of Miller's Field at 4,400 feet.
Went up to our
Twin Star
VOR.
4 Juliet Whiskey, altitudes at your discretion.
Cessna 421, Charlie Mike, turn left, heading 200, descend and maintain 3,000.
Left 200, down to 3,000, 421, Charlie Mike.
Okay, we'll get on 332.
Experimental 53 Golf, Roger, maintain VFR at 3900.
We'll go over till we cross and get our VOR here.
Cessna 805, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
128.05 for Cessna 805.
Alright, there's the airport. Wandered off quite a bit. Winds are, I think, pretty strong here. And we're going to be at 4,500 in no time here.
TBM2 Mike Echo, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
Center 128.
We're looking for our VOR here.
TBM Mike Echo.
We'll intercept it. That should be on the runway heading here. Oh, there's the VOR right there. So I'm cheating a bit, but we're going to go ahead and plug in our 249 OBS here. Gosh, man.
Experimental 90853 Golf Bangor approach, turn right heading 085. Experimental 53 Golf contact tower on 120.7.
Cleared to Phoenix via the Zoo 3 departure that is filed. Climb maintain 4,000. Expecting flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure. Departure at 125.3, squawking 3256.
Our heading is going to be 245 according to the compass here.
Departure here at 168 Delta Juliet. Can you confirm I'm on an IFR flight plan?
Cirrus 8 Delta Juliet, negative. You are not on an IFR flight plan. Would you like to file one?
I have one on file since freeze, and I was on it. I lost it somehow. Can you reactivate it? Cirrus 168 Delta Juliet.
Cirrus 8 Delta Juliet, stand by for reactivation of your IFR flight plan.
Trying to intercept our radial here. There it is. Alright, we'll go ahead and get on that.
Departure, Piper, Mike Delta Lima with you at 1500 feet, 2 miles east of Bangor International with you.
Piper Mike Delta Lima Bangor approach radar contact.
Bangor departure, good afternoon. Twin Star 314 Juliet with you. 1,105, 5,000.
Twin Star 4 Juliet Whiskey Bangor approach radar contact.
Okay, we're going to trim out here. Well, that was a beneficial weather change there. Okay, we're looking for Dresden Lake. After 23 nautical miles, it'll be 15 minutes. I think that's probably it. Let's see if we can get to our altitude, assigned altitude here.
Skyhawk November Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, Bangor approach. Contact Boston Center on 128.05.
Boston approach on 128.75, Twin Star, or Skyhawk Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo.
Airport at your 4 o'clock, 4 miles. Change to advisory, frequency approved. So long.
Boston approach, November Skyhawk November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, with at 4,500 with Sierra. Jesus Christ.
Skyhawk November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, Boston Center. Good afternoon, Newburgh. Altimeter 29.907.
29907, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Uh, 29907. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can get on our course. That would be nice. And then what I'd like to do is watch the RPM. Well, we should be at 2400, and then I want to lean for peak. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back, and I'm going to look for our drop.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
Can you confirm Boston Center on 128.075, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo? Gosh, man. I am falling apart. I am below my altitude. I have all sorts of problems. To repeat, Boston frequency, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Gosh, man.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Boston Center on 128.05.
Center on 128.05, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Boston Center, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, climbing at 4,000, climbing for 4,500. Gosh, man. So pathetic.
Skyhawk November, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, Boston Center. Good afternoon, Carmel, altimeter 29.907. TBM 2 Mike Echo, contact Bangor departure on 118.925.
29907, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. All right, let me see. That's where I get in trouble looking away from my controls. I don't like this page being mini because when I start writing, my pen is down here, my pen is up there. All right, let's get this thing under control. My goodness. Gosh, man. That looks like our lake. And I get a little bit closer on course here. It's pretty dang windy up here, I'll give it that, man. Back on our radial, finally getting the plane under control. course, 245. That's excellent. Man. We're at 2,400 RPM. We're almost at 5,000 feet. Let's trim up a little bit, and we're on the 445 heading. And then we need to go to the 447 heading. See if we can see the factory up here. Maybe under my... Not sure. So there's some railroad tracks too, I think. Yep, that's that little lake. Yep, looks like we're on course here. We're doing all right. So for this next bit, we gotta be 447. We're at 2,400 RPM. We can pull back just a hair on that. I got about 105 indicated. Alright, so that's our lake there. And alright, and now we should also be switching over. Oh no, we're still on the VOR there.
1521, contact Portland approach on 128.35. Portland approach on 128.35, charter 1521.
We can probably switch 114.9. Let's go ahead and switch these guys, and let's get on the okay, looks like we can't quite see that one yet. 230 still. Oh, 249. Shit. There we go. 249. All right. We're at, how's our altitude? We're a little low still. Go ahead and cancel VFR flight following. So Austin approach, November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. I'd like to cancel flight following.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved. American 225, climb and maintain flight level 350. Climbing to flight level 350, American 225.
Squawking VFR, frequency change approved. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo. Okay, we'll go ahead and tune in. We'll tune in Portland approach 1975. Oh, we can get on multicom now. Let's see. I think we can read it here. Come on. We're off course. One, 2, 3, 0. Turn landing lights off, flaps torpedoes on, and we're going to get on our course here. So let's see how our that would be this lake here, China Lake. So we want to be crossing over that guy right there. Yep, that is China Lake. I'll set these to some other pages, just so that we can't see them. Let's see, we'll do that. There, now we can't see it. We're flying a little blind, so that's good. Okay, and then we're going to want to be on the 247. Good on RPMs, doing okay on fuel, or on, let's check, everything's in the green, engine temperature monitor is good, everything's in the green, green. You can feel the wind though, man, we are moving like a slug. See our radial's coming over here. We're going to be back on it in a minute. And we're below our altitude. pretty looking plane. Like the river is going to be right where Augusta is. We're coming up on it. Should be right over in here. So our next heading is going to be, well, we want to flip, let's flip to that. We want to be on, why is that not coming in? We want 4.9. Weird. Huh. Alright. Well, looks like it's picking up a different VOR. Because it's saying 200 miles to that. So let's get, it's the Bangor, what was the other one that said it was? MFD. Let's see, what? Oh, 114905. Shit. No wonder. Did I write it down wrong there? I did write it down wrong there. Alright, there we go. Augusta, and we want to be on the 6-9 right now. And then we're going to be, here comes Augusta. Well, it looks like we're going to be on the 181 south. $170, 181. We're going to follow the river south. So we cross right here. That's that lake right there. That's big lake to our south. We'll go ahead and cross and we'll get ready to see, where is it right now? The 240. just get 181. 180, 181. There's that guy right there. Here's the river we're crossing right here. We're high right now. So we want to be, what would be the reciprocal of 181? It would be 0. It's a big body of water right there. That's this guy. This has to be Augusta. Oh, come on, man. Let's go to the 181. Oh, that's got to be Augusta. I must have come high. All right. On the 194 heading. Okay, yep. There's the airport, and there's the VOR. Back to my altitude. And then we're going to take that radial all the way toward Dresden Mill, which is going to be to the left of the river. It's going to be probably that guy right there. I imagine. That's our current radial that we're experiencing. go. Here it comes. And we're going to be on the 194 heading. Down to Boothbay. Boothbay will be turning to a 276 heading. That's where I'm gonna have my shit together because I don't have a VOR to rely on. That is our little guy there. That's our little pond right here. Dresden Mills. We're just on the wrong radial. I didn't even call the multicom. I gave up the flight following.
KBM 1 Tango Bravo. Contact Boston Center on 134.905.
95, 1 Tango Bravo. Approach, can you confirm my intended approach procedure for Brunswick for Delta X-ray Lima?
Piper Delta X-ray Lima, expect RNAV runway 19er left approach at Brunswick.
We'll get VFR Flight following when we get down to Boothbay. We'll pick it up again.
Vision Jet 74 Delta, roger.
For the departure, Cessna 526 Alpha Tango, request altimeter setting for Wakasset, Maine airfield.
Cessna 526 Alpha Tango, Portland approach. Say again your request. Air Canada 1203. The traffic ahead of you and to your left is going to the left. Heavy Airbus. Contact tower on 119.7.
Boston approach. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, request VFR Flight following to Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike at 4,500 feet.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, squawk 3124 and ident.
RNAV, runway 19er left at Brunswick for flight of the taxi Lima, thanks. And approach, do you have the altimeter for Brunswick for the taxi Lima?
Warrior 4819er, W Portland approach, contact Boston Center on 118.55.
Squawking 3124, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, radar contact. 2 miles south of Augusta State Airport at 4300 feet. Heading 215. Augusta altimeter 29.907.
Altimeter 29.907, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. 29.907, I think I said 29.907.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Boston Center on 134.905.
Cessna 21 Charlie, contact Boston Center on 128.2.
Boston approach on 134.905, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Portland departure, Piper 8351 Papa on the ground at Brunswick, seeing if we can pick up our IFR to Groton.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, O navigation.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Boston approach, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo at 4,500 feet.
Skyhawk November Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, Boston Center. Good afternoon, Wiscasset altimeter 29.907.
Altimeter 29.907, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Boston Center, Lufthansa 2 Lima Papa, maintaining flight level 400.
Shit, man.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Papa Super, Boston Center, good morning.
Navigation, I was just repeating. 662 Mike Echo. Current heading and altitude, 662 Mike Echo.
With you, flight level 370.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 422, flight level 380. Lufthansa 422, request descent. Lufthansa 422, request descent.
Lufthansa 422, say again your request. Experimental 5-3 Golf contact Portland approach on 132.4.
Approach on 132.4, 983 Golf. Here, possibly at 4,800 feet. Located 17 miles north of Martin. 10 Papa.
Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, Boston Center, roger. Altimeter 29.901.
I'm coming over the big chunk of land right now.
Boston Center,
412 is flight level 200, descending to 100.
Care 412, Boston Center, good evening.
Experimental data is for Golf level 5000.
Experimental 90853, Gulf Boston Center, roger. Altimeter 29er97.
Virgin 875, reduce speed to 220 knots for sequencing.
Reducing to 220 knots, Virgin 875.
Looks like we are on the wrong side.
Boston Center, negative. I am descending to 3,000 feet. I'm coming out of 4,800 right now.
1521, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Charter 1521. Boston Center, Charter 1521. I don't like to cancel my IFR at this time. Boston Center, Charter 1521. Would like to descend to 3,000 feet.
We should be over there.
Okay. Altimeter 29.91. Charter 1521. Boston Center, Charter 1521. I would like to descend down to 3,000 feet.
Golf Lima Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Golf Lima Zulu.
Golf Lima Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb and maintain flight level 400, Golf Lima Zulu.
Boston Center, this is WestJet X75. We're beginning our descent to flight level 14000.
WestJet 75, descend and maintain flight level 140 at your discretion.
Towards the departure, start descent. Goodbye, Harry. United States 20, start descent to
There we go. It's Boothbay.
Rouge 863, Boston Center. Descend via Ocean 5 for the ILS runway 4 right approach into Boston. Altimeter 29er77.
Boston Center, Rouge 8663, descend via Ocean for ILS runway 4 right, approach Boston, altimeter 29er77.
Rouge 863, descend and maintain flight level 350.
1016, roger.
Yeah, it's Boothbay.
Sierra, request 5500.
Duke Zulu Sierra, descend and maintain 5500.
That's Boothbay Harbor right there.
You mean by your final? 662 Mike Echo.
TBM 2 Mike Echo, what's your final?
We're going to be on a 270 heading. Due west.
American 9780, heavy, Boston Center, radar contact, maintain flight level 400.
Maintain 400, American 9780 heavy. Was that last transmission for Twin Star 198?
There's Boothbay Harbor.
198, Contact Bangor departure approach on 120.4.
There's Boothbay Harbor. Okay, we're gonna make our turn to 270 now. Compass heading's gonna be 270. We should be at 4,500 feet. We gotta get some altitude here.
November 672, Bravo Charlie climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing to 10,000, November 672, Bravo Charlie.
And then we're gonna be here for 270 for 17 minutes.
Boston Center, United 1521, 6,000 feet. Altimeter 29.85, United 1521.
We're looking for Yarmouth.
Boston Center, United 1521, requesting a descent to 3,000 feet.
And we're going to be descending here to 2,500 feet. Boston Center, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo, 4,000 for 2,500 feet.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, maintain 2,500 feet.
Maintain 2,500 feet. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Probably goes up to Bath. We're probably in the Popham Beach area. Maybe right there, actually. That looks like maybe that's the fort, although I think, no, it's gonna be down there. It's gonna be down by the ocean down there. That is, I'm being stupid.
Bonanza 762, Alpha Bravo, maintain VFR below 7,000.
Maintaining VFR below 7,000, Bonanza 762, Alpha Bravo.
Boston approach, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo would like to cancel VFR flight following.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright, I need to get on my heading here. And I need to get to my altitude. I'm going to call, we're going to call 1975. Okay, that's right here, Brins. So we're not doing too bad.
Juliet 3,900 for 4,000.
Phoenix 1 Juliet Portland approach radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000.
Phoenix 4-1 Juliet, climb and maintain 15,000.
be on a... Oh, I think I did something smart here. So I've got the 224 radial. Uh, 224 radial on the Augusta will give us the a good cross reference for Portland. We'll be heading right to that stuff right over there.
Delta 1068, 2,000 for 4,000 on the Haskell Street.
Right there, that's where the racetrack is, right there.
Delta 1068, Portland approach, radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000, cleared direct, Lizloo.
Climb and maintain 7,000 and clear direct, Lizloo for Delta 1068.
Portland departure, Cessna November Papa 21 Charlie, passing 1,000 for 7,000.
Cessna Papa 21 Charlie, approach, radar contact, cleared direct, Razor.
So
Climb and maintain 7,000.
So I've set up the radial so that
Clear direct,
we'll catch
Razor, climb and maintain 7,000, Cessna 21 Charlie.
we'll catch the Augusta radial on the way
Skyhawk
in.
2 Sierra Papa climb approved to 9,000.
I'm going to turn to the 229 heading when we get to Yarmouth over here, and that'll take us in. We can make our call at that point.
41 Juliet, 5,000 to 68,000.
I'd like to get to 2,000.
Contact approach on 119.5, good day.
119.5, good day, JetBlue 563. Charter 1521, Portland approach, radar contact, cleared direct TOD.
Assume we're going to get a handoff to tower, so let's get that dialed in. That's going to be 120.9. Going to be at 229. We make our turn. You can see that radial coming over.
Cessna 82 Charlie Bravo, turn left, heading 120, cleared ILS 6.
Left to 120, cleared ILS 682 Charlie Bravo.
Yeah, there's a little factory there.
Medium 1 Tango Bravo, passing 2,200 for flight level 220. TBM 851 Tango Bravo, Portland approach, radar contact. Cleared direct LEB, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Clear direct, LED, climb and maintain flight level 200, TBM 1 Tango Bravo.
Portland approach, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, 10 miles north, requests visual into the active.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Expect visual approach for runway 19 right. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Intercept heading 050 for the approach.
Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, cleared for 19 right. Maintain 2,000. Intercept heading 050. Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Echo.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, say again your request.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, King Air 36 Tango.
King Air 36 Tango. Contact Boston Center on 128.2.
Boston Center on 128.2, King Air 36 Tango.
Duke 6 Mike Lima, contact Boston Center on 128.2.
Boston Center 128.2, Duke 6 Mike Lima.
Intercept 050 for the 15. Alright, let's see here.
Right 285, Cessna 198. Right 285, vector for ILS 11, Cessna 198. Alright, what is my vector? Thanks, Cessna 198.
Portland approach, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, say active runway.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, runway 14 is active.
I'll see a runway 14. Portland approach, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, say active runway at Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, runway 29er and 1. 8 are active at Portland International Jetport.
Portland approach, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, request visual approach to runway 29.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo. Expect visual approach for runway 29er. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Intercept heading 200 for the approach.
Approach 7 on 4 mile final for runway 11, Shack contact tower. Piper 49439er.
Approved runway 29 for maintain 2,000, intercept 200 Skyhawk, Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Oh man, what a fiasco. Alright. Let me find out, we'll figure out where I am here. What a joke. I'm gonna miss the runway. 229 is what I should be on. Okay, I think I might see the airport down there.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Rec 721. Contact Boston Center on 128.2, Rec 721. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, turn right, heading 005, Rec 721.
I'm going to come over the pattern and enter the pattern. Okay, there's the field. All right, you know what? Actually, I can do this. Let's get the tower on here. Portland approach, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Request frequency change to tower.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, contact Portland Tower on 120.9er.
Tower at 120.9er, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Alright, there we go. Portland Tower, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. 1 mile, coming from runway 29.
Skyhawk November Sierra Lima, Bravo Alpha Echo, Portland Tower, enter left base for runway 18.
3 Mike Papa, contact departure. Contact departure.
Left base for runway 18, okay.
Portland Tower, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, inbound, ILS, runway 11.
That works.
Okay.
Left base for runway 18, Twin Star Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Am I clear? United 1334. United 1334, runway 22 right, clear to land. Winds 156 at 5. Clear to land. United 1334. United 1334, runway 22 right, clear to land. Winds 150 at 6.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, winds 2-30 at 4. Runway 18, cleared to land.
Portland Tower, Eastern Air 810, requesting touch and go, runway 29.
Runway 18, clear to land, Skyhawk Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.
Rec 721, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Leaving tower airspace, frequency change approved, Rec 721. Frequency change approved, Rec 721.
Skylane 422 Alpha Mike, extend upwind, I will call your crosswind. Extending upwind, awaiting crosswind call, Skylane 422 Alpha Mike.
Exit at Charlie at Gable, Rec 721. Rec 721 exiting at Delta, contact ground 121.9. Rec 721 is cleared to Syracuse, radar vectors, Aline, Venice filed. Climb and maintain flight level 230, expect flight level 240 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.75, squawk 5122.
Hyper Delta, X-Ray Lima, contact departure.
Contacting departure for 5 Delta Taxi Lima. Portland Tower, FedEx 819 holding short, runway 11, requesting takeoff, runway 11. Portland Tower, FedEx 819 holding short, runway 11, ready for departure.
FedEx 819 Portland Tower, runway 18, winds 140 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Portland Tower, FedEx 819 requesting takeoff clearance for runway 11, runway 11.
Tower, Figure November 123, Romeo Juliet, holding short on
bad turn there.
18, ready for departure.
Ziggy Air and 123 RJ Portland Tower, wind 050 at 11, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 18. Thank you, sir.
Ziggy Air 23 RJ, contact departure on 125.5.
A little high. Bringing it on the 1000.
Tower, Ziggy November 123.
See if I can bring it down on the numbers.
At runway 36, ready for
I still got
takeoff.
this. I still got this.
Ziggy 3 Romeo Juliet, Portland Tower, runway 36, cleared for takeoff. Information Tango is current.
Liking my speed.
Clear for takeoff, information Tango current.
Liking my speed.
Ziggy 3
Alright,
Romeo
looking
Juliet,
good.
contact departure on 125.5.
Looking good. Bringing it on the numbers. And a ground effect. Not great, but not bad.
Ziggy Air N123 RJ Portland, tower runway 18, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading climb and maintain 5,000. Departure 125.5 squawk tree 55 tree.
Portland Tower, Sky.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, welcome to Portland. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9er, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Niner.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, runway 12 does not exist.
Portland ground, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo. Request taxi to hexagonal hangar.
Skyhawk Bravo Alpha Echo, taxi to hexagonal hangar via Golf. Have a good day.
Taxi via Gulf, Skyhawk, Sierra Lima Bravo Alpha Echo.